Hello, my name is Ruby Ramirez Varela, and I will explain the topic Human Resource Management and Technology. Now I will show you the agenda. I will explain first the introduction, and then I will talk about three trends of technology, which are generational diversity, social media, and globalization. Then I will explain in each topic the planning, recruitment, recruitment, selection, onboarding, training, performance management, and career development. And also, I will share with you three examples of these trends, my conclusion, and the references of this work. Now, I will give you my introduction. Technology is part, as we know, of everyone's life, and it has entered everywhere, even in business, particularly in the HR department. And technology has brought many benefits to society, which has created different technology trends, such as generational diversity, social media, and globalization. These trends can be included in the HR process to develop proper strategies to meet the organizational goals. And now let's talk about them and the relationships to strategic planning for HR. First, I will explain generational diversity. According to Toto et al., generational diversity shows the differences between generational groups, as we can see here. And from HR, it's necessary to know them to create strategies according to their characteristics. And as part of the planning process, it is necessary to create job descriptions, for example, including profiles that may be suitable for different ages. According to Hamilton 2022, when recruiting workers, it is vital to consider three crucial points, which is understanding the generational differences, identifying the biases in the process, and understand the expectations of different generations. To carry out the recruitment process, it is necessary to establish policies that guarantee that all workers who cease to be part of the company will have their rights respected. And in the selection process, it is essential to conduct interviews appropriate to the communication methods that used by each generational group. Regarding to onboarding phase, it is necessary to integrate all generational groups through various orientations, courses that adapt them to the skills and needs of the employment. And in addition, also activities can be carried out to socialize and integrate workers and make them know their cultural backgrounds and adapt themselves better to the business. Through training, we can shorten the generational gap regarding the technological skills, which is one of the most typical issues in diversity of workers. For example, specific courses can be taken using certain electronic devices, digital platforms, or any new tool for other generations. Different generations have different career development needs also and preferences. For example, baby boomers are interested in exploring other careers, options to get a part-time jobs, and they should be helped with discovering a new set of skills that they can use to explore any career options. But on the other hand, Generation Z are not interested. So every generation has its specific way of working. And the key is to manage them perfectly so the organization works like harmoniously towards its goals. Now, the example is AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca applies a code of principles for generational diversity, in which recognizes the favorable development of people management based on equal opportunities regardless of their age, support non-discrimination, and respect for generational diversity. And the company's commitment is to guarantee an inclusive environment that allows the development of different generations. Now, social media growth has significantly changed how people communicate at work. And social media presents excellent opportunities for business. And one strategy to reach a company's human capital goals is to have employer branding. Social media is one of the best ways to improve employer branding. For example, posting content about the company culture, the benefits and incoming events of the company, and recruitment, for example, may see improvements in reducing time to fill statistics and finding more and actually more qualified candidates by casting a much wider net, like an internet. And also hiring through social media channels costs much less than any other channel if you have like the knowledge of how to use it, that it's not too complicated. And some of the various recruitment options available to an organization are, as we know, firing, layoff, attrition, and job sharing. And job share, which is achieve having employees share one full-time job position. Social media can help to carry out job sharing with really good results. So, and this is because of, according to Harvard Business Review, social media can be powerful communication tool for employers and helping them to collaborate, share ideas, and solve problems. Also, with the advent of social media, employers now have access to more candidate information than before, including details regarding personal interest, social interactions, and even previous workplaces. Like social media has made selecting employees much easier. And regarding onboarding, social channels like Facebook and WhatsApp can help the new hire or the new employee build strong relationship within the organization and facilitate like the effective integration of the new employee into the organization setup. And through social media, organizations may reduce also training costs and increase like self-directed employee development and continuous skill enhancement. Regarding social media and managing performance, employees using tweets, internal message boards, and professional networking sites to keep in touch can improve communication frequency between line management and staff. Regarding career development, professionals can use social media to reach new networks across the industry, and this will help some employees learn through others' experiences and better understand the industry. Here, I will explain the example of Home Depot. Forbes recognized Home Depot for nailing transparency and candidate communication. One of the biggest problems for candidates is filling the recruiting process without knowing like the status or getting notifications in response to their applications. And Home Depot uses social media to ensure that this doesn't happen and actively communicates with its community through posts and making this process like really efficient. Now, due to globalization and human resource management, modern HR managers must conceive strategies for local and remote employees. HR managers must conceive strategies for local and remote employees, as I said. For example, a Germany-based business and hiring people from Europe or Africa. They must ensure its HR strategy adheres to local and international standards while being culturally appropriate. Now, regarding planning, and recruitment, one of the benefits of these HR trends is that the pool of human capital is larger, since companies can make plans to acquire a larger workforce. And the global companies take extreme like measures to survive and adapt to their workforce because they are affected like internationally. So a clear example of this is the companies of Amazon, Google, even Microsoft, and that they recently have had to take drastic decisions about the maintenance of their workforce. And when selecting employees, future employees will analyze the different conditions in each place. So this process will change according to the specific circumstances of each workplace. In the onboarding process, it is necessary to set in and share specific role expectations and create a welcoming culture of social support. And this should be specified in each workplace. And when we talk about training, if an employer transfers, for example, a local employee to overseas, they must train them per offshore work expectations and culture. Also, globalization in human resource management means devising innovative evaluation measures to keep employees focused and motivated. And as companies expand their operations globally and tap into diverse talent pools, HR professionals must be prepared to manage and support a culturally and linguistically diverse workforce. Now, a good example of globalization is Coca-Cola Company, which has adapted its human resources practice to global needs. And after the pandemic, Coca-Cola evaluated 6 individual markets. And in this case, they needed survey employees in their local dialect. They offer service in 17 languages, but actually in some regions, such as India, up to 21 languages could be spoken across the workforce. So it was really complicated work, but successful work for the company. This was a really good example. Now I will explain you my conclusion. And introducing technology into human resources requires learning new areas and trends, such as generational diversity, social media, and globalization. And generational diversity gives business many benefits, so it is necessary to know to different generations' needs to create human resources strategies according to their characteristics. Social media. Social media presents business opportunities, excellent business opportunities, making human relations and communications more accessible. Lastly, the impact of globalization on strategic planning pushes HR management to rethink their core strategies to adapt their organization and human capital to the company's goal in different workplaces. Knowing these trends has facilitated the development of the human resources area within each company that it was just explained. Now I will show you all my references and then more references. And I just want to say thank you for listening and bye.